Here we go. Tonight, Game 1 World Series. Sale against Kershaw. Sale $1.50, 7.5 the total. Series price $1.50. I saw it opened up $1.25. It's as high as $1.65 here in Vegas, which is surprising because it's a Dodger town. Dodgers haven't won the World Series since '88. They lost in 7 last year. Red Sox trying to become the 5th team since 1961 to win 108 games or more and win the World Series. They are 7-0 in the playoffs when they score first. They were 74-15 in the regular season when they score first. They went right through the gauntlet here. 103 wins, beat the Astros, beat the 100-win Yankees, and now taking on the Dodgers. And I give the Dodgers credit. They were 16-26 in May. So there could be some juicy futures tickets on the Dodgers here. At least you're in position to hedge. But I think the Red Sox win the series. Better team. I give the Dodgers an edge at third base and shortstop. Other than that, not much of an edge. I guess you could go center field. But this is a complete team and a great offense with Boston. And I think it's a bunch of bullshit with this Kershaw stuff in the playoffs. He's had some bad starts. And I know what happened. He blew the 4-run lead in the World Series against the Astros. But when you have a short sample like this, a small sample, you have one bad inning, your ERA is going to blow up. And he did that in the 7th inning years ago against St. Louis. He is 9-8 with an ERA of 4 in the playoffs career. But the Dodgers are 10-3 in his last 13 postseason starts. I saw there was no reason to throw him in Game 7 of the 9th inning. I didn't understand that with a 4-run lead. Maybe that comes back to bite him today. His first start in Fenway, Dodgers' first appearance in Fenway since 2010. It's going to be a terrific handle in Vegas and all over. Terrific right on this World Series with 2 powerhouses in big markets.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all the talk out of Vegas is that this is going to be the most bet World Series in history. Obviously, this is a West Coast town. It's a Dodgers town. We tend to get a lot of Dodgers money, Lakers money, etc. here in Vegas to begin with. The Red Sox, they're the Red Sox. They're a juggernaut. So when you're talking about 2 of the most public teams that are out there, bookmakers have already seen handle through the roof, and they're expecting even more of it on a game-by-game basis. From a series standpoint, the very first bets came on the Dodgers as dogs, and then the money just started pouring in on Boston when it opened like -130, -125, -130, and the very first bets were like, okay, take the plus price. Now we've seen the markets flip back the other way, Boston taking all that support. And you talked about the fact that we haven't seen the teams that win these type of games. I mean, there's only been 5 of them since since the schedule expanded to 162 games. Talk about the 61 Yankees that did it, 109-53. The 1970 Orioles, the 75 Reds, the 86 Mets, the 98 Yankees. Doesn't happen very often that teams are elite all year and then are able to carry that over to full postseason success. But here's my question, my biggest question about this series, and why I do think Boston should be favored. I worry about the team that got there last year and didn't get the job done. And we've seen that happen in multiple sports where they get there, well, this time they're going to do it. And then all of a sudden, Game 7 rolls around or they face elimination. Like, oh, we've lost this already. I worry about that for the Dodgers, even though from a pitching standpoint, the whole key, Jansen's been spot on here in the postseason. And that is certainly a big factor in favor of the Dodgers, if you like LA at the plus price.
Wow. All right. I like the Red Sox. I bet the Red Sox. I think they're much the best. I don't trust Hill. I don't trust Ryu. Ryu will start Game 2. 2 road starts in the NLCS, had an ERA of 8 and change. Muncy, 13 strikeouts and 22 at-bats in the NLCS. Hernandez, 1 of 14. I don't trust their ball. I would give the small edge to the Red Sox in terms of bullpen as well. Although a closer edge, no doubt I'll take Jansen over Kimbrel. And we'll see what Sale's like, too. After what happened going to the hospital as well. Evaldi pitched well. So did Porcello at times. They ripped right through the Yankees, and the Astros didn't lose a game on the road. Took out the Astros in 4 straight after they got beaten Game 1. That is a nasty lineup. And don't forget, too, when the series shifts to L.A. in the 2-3-2, you're going to have Mookie Betts maybe playing second base. Martinez to play the field. That's something they also have to worry about with this deep lineup. And if the Dodgers can get the bats going as well, with Sale going, it looks like it'll be Taylor, Freese, Dozier, Puig, and Barnes. Barnes was 2 of 18. How about the catching issues for the Dodgers? Grandal had 2 pass balls and 2 errors in Game 1 of the NLCS. He's been a strikeout machine, and Barnes went 2 of 18. in the NLCS.
Sure, those are huge issues for LA. And you talk about the Dodgers. This is a team that's really well suited for positional hitting, situational hitting. We see Dave Roberts, he's got the righty lineup, he's got the lefty lineup. And the Brewers were able to take advantage of that in the game where they started Miley and then pulled him after one batter. We're going to see a lot of situational matchups in this series. We really are, start to finish. And frankly, when it comes to situational management, I like Dave Roberts in these type of spots.
Yeah.
But when you talk about history, the Red Sox won 16 more games than the Dodgers in the regular season. That's tied for the third biggest win differential in World Series history. They have home field advantage. You can understand why the money has come on Boston in the series. They've been the better team all year. And LA was here last year, and they came up very short in the most important game. That lingering effect could matter even a year later in 2018. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the games.